Well, hi everyone, I'm Brad Free. This is the SoCal Report, and you know what the fundamentals of handicapping are. Condition, class, speed, pace, maybe throw trainer into the mix also. But today we're going to talk about betting angles, mechanical systems, and I must admit I'm not a big fan of those. I think they're a lazy man's shortcut to handicapping in a game where shortcuts, they might produce some short-term results, but over the long haul, they're not going to make you money. However, many of these angles are founded in logic. Second-time starters that get off the rail, speed horses that take blinkers off. Sometimes there are pedigree angles, and that's what we will be talking about this morning. A pedigree angle. I recently met a horse player named Tony. Tony is not an expert handicapper by any stretch of the imagination, but Tony has a very interesting take on how to play the races. All that Tony does is bet every single horse sired by Uncle Mo. That sounds kind of simple. It sounds kind of ridiculous, actually, right? Just bet every Uncle Mo? Come on. I got to thinking about this angle a little bit, and many of the winners that Uncle Mo has already produced. At the very top of the list, of course, Nyquist. He won his first 8 starts. He paid $15 in his debut. By the time he won the Kentucky Derby, everybody knew about him. It was his 8th straight win. He paid $660. But the list of Uncle Mo sired stakes winners continues on. How about Outwork? $680 in the Wood Memorial last year. Motown, top 2-year-old of last year, Kentucky Derby candidate for 2017. He paid $10.40 winning the Remsen. Conquest Mo Money, a stakes winner last weekend at Sunland. He paid $29.80. Laoban, he won the Jim Dandy last year at $56. And Tropical Oaks winner Ultra Brat, $75 and change. At the bottom of the list, and the reason for the discussion this morning, Royal Mo and Mopatism. Royal Mo is an Uncle Mo that runs Saturday in the Grade 3 Robert Lewis. Mopatism runs Sunday in the Grade 2 Las Virgenes. Now, I got to thinking about Tony's angle. Just bet every Uncle Mo. I wonder if there's something to it. Uncle Mo is 2 crops into his stud career. It's turned out to be a pretty good career so far. So I looked it up. How many starters has Uncle Mo had in North America, and what is their win percentage and return on investment? 952 starters, 189 wins. That's a 19% win rate. And how about this ROI? $1.90 for every $2 win bet. Now, it's not quite profit. It's not quite break even, but it's awfully close with a huge sample of nearly 1,000 starters. So I started to think, I wonder if there's an Uncle Mo subset that would produce a flat bet profit. I got to thinking about another angle that one of my friends, Kurt Hoover from TVG, has talked about often, the light bulb play. A maiden winner, the light bulb goes on and comes back and wins again. How about combining these 2 angles and create the Uncle Mo light bulb play? And the results, well, they kind of shocked me, to tell you the truth. Uncle Mo progeny that win a maiden race and then come back and face winners. 79 Uncle Mo maiden winners have returned to run again. 22 of them won next time out. That's an amazing 27% win rate and a phenomenal ROI of $2.95. Now, I admit that this wagering angle was backdated. I looked back in time to try to find something. So who knows if it will carry forward, but it applies this weekend at Santa Anita when Royal Mo runs Saturday in the Bob Lewis and Mopatism runs Sunday in the Las Virgenes Stakes. Last out maiden winners sired by Uncle Mo. The Uncle Mo light bulb angle. We'll find out how relevant it is as we move into 2017. Let's take a look real quick at the Grade 3 Robert B. Lewis on Saturday at Santa Anita. This field came up weak. In fact, by the way, I think the best 3-year-old that's running Saturday might be in race number 1, and you've heard me talk about this colt before. Reach the World, I think, should be very tough to beat in a maiden special weight that is race number 1. As for the Grade 3 Bob Lewis, It's race number 2 on Saturday. And let's go ahead and take a look at the field. First of all, it's from the inside out. It's Royal Mo down on the rail, and number 5, Sheer Flattery, the morning line favorite at 2-1. I think he could go down from there. But let's look at Royal Mo's maiden win at Del Mar. It was a little bit more than 2 months ago. And this developing son of Uncle Mo, trained by John Sheriffs, took the early lead and raced gate to wire. Royal Mo ran well in his first 2 sprints. He put it all together third time out and wired the field. Kind of a decent win. It wasn't great. It was just an okay win by a developing colt. He's the second best 3-year-old colt trained by Sheriffs, Gormley at the head of the list so far. But a good solid win by Royal Mo, and he will be facing winners for the first time Saturday in race number 2, the Grade 3 Robert B. Lewis. There are 3 other stakes races on Saturday. The Palos Verdes, race number 3, St. Joe Bay should go gate to wire. Race number 8 is the Grade 2 San Antonio. I like Accelerate. He's only 3-1. He doesn't have to win. And the finale, race number 9, the San Marcos Texas Rayano, looks like the horse to beat. Let's turn our attention over to the Sunday card, in which the Grade 2 Las Virgenes is the feature race of the day. It's race number 6. Entries were drawn on Thursday, and a field of only 5 3-year-old fillies with Oaks aspirations will be running in this race, and the Uncle Mo light bulb angle applies to number 1, Mopatism, a maiden winner last time out, facing winners for the first time. Now, Unique Bella is expected to be heavily favored in the Las Virgenes, a field of 5, and she is a potential superstar. I think she'll win. I think she'll be a short price also. But let's talk a little bit about the 2016 champion 2-year-old filly, Champagne Room, and take a look at her Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies victory last year, November 5th, right here at Santa Anita. It was a decent win, kind of a low-rated win, but a professional win by this daughter of Broken Vow, who put it all together on the right day and sprang the upset at odds of 33-1. She won kind of decisively. The race earned a low number, and that's the purpose of this subject. But the race, the Breeders' Cup, has turned out to be semi-productive. The runner-up, Valadorna, came back with an impressive allowance win last week. The 3, 4, 5 finishers all returned to run second. So maybe Champagne Room's win was a little bit better than the number might suggest. But I can't get over the fact that Champagne Room has yet to run fast. In fact, in the nearly 25 years that Beyer speed figures have been published, Champagne Room is the only 2-year-old filly champion that has not earned an 80 Beyer speed figure. Her career best is 78. So the question becomes, can a slow 2-year-old filly from the previous year become fast at age 3? When you look back on some of the low-rated 2-year-old filly champions, the answer generally is no. She Be Wild in 2009, her top 2 figures were 88s. She went 0-2 as a 3-year-old. Awesome Feather did come back and win a Grade 1 later in her 3-year-old season. She's a Tiger, Take Charge Brandy, 80-79, 87-85. She's a Tiger, went 0-1. Take Charge Brandy 1-3, which brings us to the historical challenge facing Champagne Room. She was not fast at age 2. The question is, can she become fast at age 3? I am not going to knock Champagne Room at all. She is a deserving champion. She's just not fast, at least not yet. And history suggests that she might not be fast at age 3. We'll find out a little bit more about Champagne Room status on Sunday. As for the most likely winner of the Las Virgenes, it's Unique Bella. Let's go ahead and take a look at her most recent demolition. It was in the Santa Ynez, going 7 furlongs, and all that Unique Bella did was run off the screen and win by more than 7 lengths. This gray daughter of Tappet looks, trains, and acts like a potential superstar. She's stretching out to 2 turns for the first time on Sunday. She's going to be very tough to beat. She faces the champion, Champagne Room. She also faces the Uncle Mo light bulb play down on the inside. That's Mopatism. So we'll find out how the Uncle Mo progeny do moving forward, with Royal Mo on Saturday in the Bob Lewis, Mopatism on Sunday in the Las Virgenes. It's the Uncle Mo light bulb play, brought to you by Tony and Kurt. I'm Brad Free. This is the SoCal Report. Thanks for watching.